I think this might be where F1 gets something.
Stands out, yeah.
Like,
I don't know. All of F1 is just beer, beer, beer,
But was it good? Meow, meow, meow. Or was it bad? You know? Some of the best
It was
meows I've
effective.
ever heard.
in this episode, we're going to be trying to predict the winners of the 98th Annual Academy Awards that take place on Sunday, March 15th. We're going to be going through all the categories, looking at all the nominees, and seeing which films and actors and actresses we think will win all of the awards. I'm Corey Winter, and this is Eat Sleep Nerd, a show where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. And joining me here for this prediction episode, we have the whole gang back together. We got Jason Summer.
Здравствуйте.
We got my wife, Cynthia Winter.
Yeah.
We got my brother, Josh Winter.
Yeah.
And we got our nerdy friend, Christian G.
It's da.
All right, so it's become an annual tradition for us to go through these predictions for the Oscars of the year. And we've actually done a pretty good job this year, I think, of actually watching a lot of the nominees. In the past, we've just kind of blind guessed a lot.
Vibes only.
Yeah.
Like, I have powered through probably 75% of the nominees this year.
Wow.
I'm feeling good about this. How are you guys feeling about the...
No, I think the Oscars' biggest problem is continued into this year. And don't get me wrong, some of these movies are amazing. Sinners is phenomenal. F1 was great. Frankenstein was great. But we have this ongoing thing where the films that are getting nominated are not necessarily the films that people are watching and enjoying.
Oh, 100%.
So I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. While I have seen many of these films this year, I watched them because they were Oscar nominations, not because I had any natural inclination to watch them.
Oh, yeah. Like, aside from, like, maybe two of the films, I watched most of these in the past month.
Yeah,
Just
like
trying to get to the...
again, like I saw Sinners because everyone and their mom was like, you should see Sinners. So I did. And yeah, they were right. But like, it's just Oscars needs to rethink how they're doing it. And I'm not saying, again, that these movies are not Oscar worthy, but like, are they generally enjoyable?
Yeah.
Like Leo's catastrophically named movie that I can never remember because it's a nonsensical string of words. Very technically well made, and yeah, Leo friggin' kills it because that's just what he does. But was it a fun movie to watch? Not really.
No.
Like,
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We'll talk
Like,
at length about that one, I'm sure.
and don't get me wrong, like there's always different ways of enjoying movies, right? When they asked Steven Spielberg why he executive produces all the Transformers movies when they're just dumb action movies, he was just like, because you're not supposed to watch it like you watch Schindler's List. Like, there's different ways of watching movies.
Yeah.
And they're good for different reasons. But like, I should still want to see them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Oscars, honestly, should be the best, should be top tier. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
These are awards. These should be the top tier of the ones that are being enjoyed.
Yeah.
So, and again, and I agree with Josh, a lot of these are on here. We're like, what were they thinking? What, why was this movie made, but why did it even make it to the list?
Yeah.
So
Who was this
Yeah.
for?
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the human population. So
It was for critics.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
I feel like
anyway,
it's really
but,
going that
you know, so
direction.
we'll just get all that out of the way. Like, you know, they're on the list. It is what it is, but it definitely has some problems.
Like, was it 2 years ago? The whole summer, blockbusters, one after another.
None of them were nominated for nothing.
Nothing. Didn't see him once.
Yeah.
On any kind of award show. It's crazy.
So the question becomes, as always, we go over this every year. If you make the technically greatest movie of all time, but no one goes to see it, does it deserve an award?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So before we get into all the awards, I'm going to go through just some fun facts and stuff. If you want to skip right to the categories and all the nominees and predictions, I'll put a chapter marker in there. But before we dive in, these are the big movies of the year. These are the 10 movies that kind of make their appearances throughout a lot of the categories. So we have Marty Supreme, Begonia, Frankenstein, Sinners, Train Dreams, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and F1. These also just happen to be the 10 Best Picture nominations. So 10 Best Picture nominations, also making up a majority of the nominations as a whole. So
By the
these are
way,
going to be the ones that kind of come
10
up
is
and-
too many.
Yeah.
It should be like 4. Get that list of 4.
4? Why not 5?
Just
All
saying.
the other categories.
Like the best picture, 3.
I
Okay.
agree. I agree.
You know
Yeah.
what? Dead Heat, 50-50. 2 pictures.
You know what? No best picture. Screw that.
You know what? Honestly, the Best Picture nominees should be a secret, and it's only like whoever tallies the most wins throughout the awards ceremony.
Yeah,
Boom.
it should be cumulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best picture is
Yeah.
only announced after all of the other scores are added up.
Because it was factually the best
best
picture.
Or it could be an audience vote during the Oscars.
American
American
Idol
Idol
style.
yeah.
The numbers are still streaming in.
There'd be so many commercials before the day.
Oh man.
6-hour award show.
Now, to your point, F1, I do not think is worthy of a Best Picture nom. It was just kind of thrown in there to be like the
The
box
10th
office.
option. Yeah.
The rest of these I can see arguments for. But yeah, F1 is just an odd one. Like, it's a technically impressive movie.
Yeah, I
I
love
would not
that
say
one.
it's
It was
the best
great. It was
picture.
fun.
Like, it has no shot at winning this award.
No.
Like, why is it there? Oops.
That's F1.
That's that
I thought
fun
it was
logo.
Fee.
Fun.
All right, so looking at all of
I'm
these,
kidding.
the 10 big pictures, so this is some fun stuff. So Sinners landed 16 nominations this year,
Nom 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 nom.
besting by 2 the record of 14 that was previously shared by 1950's All About Eve and 1997's Titanic and 2016's La La Land. So breaking the record. Moreover, it landed the nom in every category in which it stood a plausible chance, whereas each other top contenders had at least one glaring miss, such as One Battle After Another missed Chase Infinity for Best Actress, and so on and so on. Among the studios, Warner Brothers landed the most noms with 30, including those for Sinners and One Battle After Another, which is ironic considering they're trying to sell themselves. Followed by Neon with 18, which includes The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value. And then Netflix with 16 noms. which
Nom 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 nom.
includes-
He's been holding it back the
Yeah,
whole
I know.
time.
Netflix with 16 for Frankenstein and Train Dreams. Feature-length films that are primarily or entirely in a language other than English collectively landed 22 nominations this year, tying a record set in 2023 and matched in 2024. So international films making a bigger splash these past few years, with noms spread across Sentimental Value with 9, Secret Agent with 4, and so on and so on. Moreover, there is at least one non-English language film represented in every Oscar category for just the second time, with last year being the first time. And there are 2 in the Best Picture category for The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value, tying the record set in 2025. As always, and as you guys were saying before, there were a lot of box office snubs this year, so a lot of films that a lot of people went to go see, but none of them got an award or a nomination for an award. Some notable ones being
They didn't get any award? No
None of
noms?
these-
No nom 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 noms?
not a single nomination for any of these films in this
Wow.
I'm okay with
Wow.
Wicked though.
board.
They got their first movie. It's fine.
So yeah, Wicked for Good, not a single nomination this year, despite the fact that last year's Wicked movie got 10 nominations, which is quite a rare thing. So,
It's the best part of the play.
First act is always better.
so 22 years ago, just speaking of Wicked, the members of the Academy bestowed 11 nominations and then 11 wins on Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, the third and final installment of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The 3 films had been shot together and then were rolled out in 3 consecutive years. While The Return of the King was certainly a very fine film, it was universally understood that its big Oscars haul was really a recognition of the entire franchise. So obviously not the case here. Wicked for Good was not very good. So Superman, not a single nomination, not even for a technical thing like visual effects. Same thing for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, not a single nomination. Although I'm sure if there was like a stunt category,
Oh yeah.
that's
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah. Hashtag stunts deserve a category.
So all of these films, huge at the box office. For example, Kneesaw 2, $2.2 billion at the box office, not a single nom. Same thing for Lilo and Stitch, over $1 billion, not a single nom. So a lot of snubs there.
I saw Fantastic Four.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Took me a second.
Our first category. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, so first up, we have nominees for actress in a supporting role. We have Elle Fanning for sentimental value. Inga is daughter Lilias?
You did great.
Yep, sentimental value as well. Amy Madigan for weapons. Wumni Musaku for sinners. And Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. So two noms for sentimental value. So Cynthia and I watched Sentimental Value.
Mm-hmm.
Acting was top notch.
It was a fantastic movie.
So what are we thinking here? I'm going to kick us off. I'm thinking Elle Fanning for sentimental value.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
See, between the two for sentimental value, I was going to say definitely not Elle Fanning. She did a fantastic job, but I like Inga better.
Okay, so you're going Inga?
I'd say
yeah, I think even overall, yes.
Okay. Christian?
Wunmi.
Yeah, she was pretty fantastic in Sinners.
Like
Yeah.
I will say that.
she's always acting in everything she does.
She's always acting.
Like huge quotation.
Yeah.
Acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was fantastic. And I mean, Tiana Taylor had a good role. She was one of the better parts of the movie.
She was in it for like half an hour.
Yeah, but there just wasn't much. Which, to her credit,
Was
she
great.
got nominated
Yeah.
for not a ton of screen time compared to some of these other actresses.
Sure.
Weapons, I'll admit, Weapons is the one in this category I haven't seen.
Fun fact about Amy Madigan's nomination here. She now holds the record for the longest gap between nominations for an actor, exactly 40 years apart,
Wow.
after she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for her performance as Aunt Gladys in Weapons. Her first nomination came in 1986 for her performance in Bud Yorkin's drama film Twice in a Lifetime.
Wow.
So she got this nomination twice in a lifetime.
Okay.
Ha.
Zing.
Could be more. We're just talking about 2 times.
What are you thinking, Jason?
I'm thinking Miss Musaku.
Okay.
Yes.
So 2 for her so far.
I'm also going to say Inga.
All right. Now, aside from Amy, all the other actresses in this category, this is their first nomination ever. So, high five to
Wow.
them. Our next category,
Not
actor in a supporting role. We have Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. So I'm going to kick us off. I'm going Daddy Skarsgård for Sentimental Value.
I'm not casting my vote yet, but I'm very impressed how easily you said Jacob Elordi Delroy Lindo, because I'm thinking about it and I can't say Elordi Delroy. That's hard to do. Anyway, Daddy Skarsgård.
Daddy Skarsgård. Yeah.
Although I really want to say Sean Penn
No.
just because of all the
Okay.
comments we made while watching.
He was probably the best part of One Battle After Another.
He was the only
maybe
good
second
part.
to Leo,
Yeah,
but
it was.
the acting in One Battle After Another was probably the only redeeming quality about the film. I
Yeah.
love everything else about it.
And he was like, we couldn't decide at the end of it if his acting was supposed to be the comic relief or
I
if
think
it was
more
supposed
Leo.
to be.
I think it was just all the acting in general, not necessarily the events, but the way they react to the events was the comedy. Because like
Yeah.
Leo was like over the top,
But like
great about
his
everything.
acting specifically, I think, to be honest, it's also the first thing I've seen Sean Penn in, which is not surprising if you know me. But his acting was like the funniest part of the movie. But I think it was just a funny character. But he was definitely not supposed to be a funny character.
I don't know. What would you think, Josh? You're more familiar with Sean Penn's work.
I mean, Sean Penn is a phenomenal actor and an incredibly annoying human being, but no, I kind of agree with what Corey said. Like it's the humor comes from their reaction
Mhm.
to what is happening.
Which he did a great job with.
And yes, he is very reactive. So, yeah, no, he was probably my favorite part of the movie as well. I'm going to give it to Delroy though.
Yeah.
Mostly because I've always liked Delroy. Like, he's always fun in everything he does. And I kind of just want him to get a big win. And so, no, I've always liked him. So, like, I'm not even necessarily saying he was the most deserving of all of these, but I kind of just want him to win because I like him and he never really gets the recognition he deserves. So, since there's an opportunity for him to, I kind of want him to get it on principle.
All right.
Yeah, look, I'm seeing his face in this movie I'm thinking about, but I can't think of.
He was in every action movie starting in 1994.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember him from the 90s.
Yeah, because his face is so so expressive in a lot of things that he does. Like, I'm a big fan of his, but it'd be really hard to pick between him and Mr. Stellan. But
Daddy Skarsgård was phenomenal in Sentimental Value.
If you haven't
kills
watched
it.
Sentimental Value, it's an artsy movie, but watch it.
It's all about the heart. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
you have to go into it knowing it is a film, not a movie. Like, it's one of those.
like not a snooty film. It's
No.
like just a proper. It tells the story, and the characters have heart. And
It's an approachable artsy film.
I can tell by the color grading.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
yeah.
You really can.
It's very pastel.
Yes.
Yes.
But it
The
was an
moderate
excellent movie.
contrast. Yes.
But I would go Delroy though.
All right,
Yeah.
Jason, it's down to you.
I'm going to pick Elordi.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that his portrayal of this is the guy that played the monster, right?
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Not Frankenstein.
right.
Frankenstein's monster.
I said it right.
No,
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
that's
He's
for the audience. That
explaining
was
to the
dedicated.
audience.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. No. He did a really good job.
Yeah.
And I also enjoyed the movie, quite a bit. So that probably flavors my choice on this. But yeah.
Yeah,
that's my
I liked
choice.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It was good.
Believe it or not, Skarsgård is the first non-English language performance ever nominated for the Best Supporting Actor category. This is Benicio's third Oscar nomination, previously winning for 2001's Traffic. This is Sean Penn's sixth Oscar nomination, previously winning for both Mystic River in 2004 and Milk in 2009. And this is the first Oscar nomination for Jacob Elordi, Delroy Lindo, and Stellan Skarsgård. Moving on to our next category, we have actress in a leading role. So we have Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renata?
Renata
Sure. Say the last name for me.
Reinsva. It's my best guess.
All right. And Emma Stone for Begonia. So I'm going to kick us off here. I'm actually going for the name I can't pronounce. For Sentimental Value, Renata?
Renata.
Renata.
Sure.
I have known somebody named
Rains.
Renata, and I've
Yeah.
seen it spelled that way. Her name ended with an A, but I think it's traditionally supposed to be that way. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, she was the lead actress in this film, Sentimental Value. She just, wow. So many emotions.
Mhm.
So little time. It was
I'm going with
fantastic.
her too.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a big Emma Stone fan since Superbad.
Mhm.
I love that movie. Like, she does a really awesome job in a lot of things that she does. But then again, you could also say that she is one of those actors that does the same thing
Yeah,
in all of her movies.
that's why I'm not going with her. I watched Begonia. She was great, but
Yeah.
it didn't stand out to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'd go with Rose.
Okay.
So we said the same thing about Denzel, that he does the same thing in all his movies, and we gave him the thumbs up for Best Supporting for Gladiator 2.
Hey,
Just
Because it's
saying.
Denzel.
Just saying.
hey, man.
And but I'm gonna go with Emma Stone on this one.
Okay.
Also, when an actress does the head shave, that's like an automatic.
I mean, yeah.
and that's
She
like-
went all out.
Yeah, all out. I mean, you've got oh God, what is her name?
Natalie Portman.
No, I mean yes.
Keira Knightley?
Later. No, earlier.
Anne
Demi
Hathaway.
Moore.
yes.
Was for
I was
when
gonna
she
say
was in
Britney
the
Spears next.
when she was in the Marine movie.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane. Nailed
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Jane, yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but then yes, Natalie Portman, and then
Britney Spears.
no.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, Emma Stone on this one.
Josh?
Say Rose.
All right. A lot of love for Rose. Emma Stone, 37-year-old actor, also became the youngest woman in Oscar history to earn 7 nominations. And the second youngest person overall behind Walt Disney.
Wow.
2 of her nominations turned into wins for Best Actress for La La Land and Poor Things. And there's more. Emma is the first female actor to receive 5 Oscar nominations, all for films nominated for Best Picture, including Birdman, La La Land, The Favorite, Poor Things, and now Begonia. Moving into the final acting category, we have actor in a leading role. The nominees are Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Myra? Moura? I don't know.
I have a question.
All right.
If Michael Jordan gets the winner for Sinners,
I have no idea
Does
where
he
this
get
sentence is
two?
going.
I do.
Does he get?
Does he get
I mean,
two?
I guess
Ah.
it'd be more supporting with the other one.
or does he have to get, like, is it based off of which brother he played?
Is he an actor in a leading role and best supporting
Right, I mean-
actor?
I mean, because I think this is a very interesting kind of area, and there's some semantics here which can be explored. Like, which version of Michael B. Jordan won
Yeah.
the role?
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, but I picked Michael B. Jordan.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm weighing
And
my
silence
options.
from the other side. Of the
I'm weighing my options.
I think it was Stack, the ones in the blue hat. He was more the lead
Mhm.
in that movie. So
Is that your choice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to buck the trend.
okay.
I'm going to say Chalamet.
A couple fun facts here. This is Leo's 7th nomination for a Best Acting award. And this is Wagner Moura's first nomination and also the first Brazilian nominated actor for his role in The Secret Agent. He previously became the first Brazilian actor to win the Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actor and the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. So Wagner Moura actually has, so far this award season, been kind of leading this category across other awards. So that might be something there.
he looks like a Brazilian Superman.
Honestly, yeah. All right, moving into some non-acting categories. Let's get into like the animated and documentary categories. So first up, animated feature film. We have Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelia, or Emil?
Amelie.
Amelie,
Sure.
yep.
Or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. I'm going with K-pop Demon Hunters.
Of course you are.
Sith and I watched that just a couple days ago. My gosh. That was awesome.
It is the only one I've seen. Oh, wait, no, I saw Zootopia too.
Yeah.
It was fine. It took too long.
It was fine.
I also will be saying K-pop Demon Hunters.
Heck yeah.
Me too.
Heck yeah.
So I'm not seeing. I'm gonna have to say I haven't seen any of these, but
Go home
My
and watch
nieces-
K-pop Demon Hunters.
my nieces have seen and have said that K-pop Demon Hunters is the best movie ever.
It's so good.
So-
So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
My collective choices of my nieces.
For K-pop Demon Hunters, I teach 6th through 12th grade, and it got really, really popular like right at the end of summer and going into fall, and it's all I heard for the first half of the first semester. All I heard in my middle school classes was K-pop Demon Hunters, to the point where I didn't watch it. It's like, spoiler alert, I've never seen Frozen ever, because as soon
It's
as
all right.
it became popular, I was teaching young children at that time, and I heard Let It Go 17,000 times a day. So I never watched it, and I never want to. I'm sure it's fantastic. But with K-pop Demon Hunters, I'd heard the whole soundtrack, and I heard it like every single day. But when we finally watched it, like, my kids are over it now. I mentioned to them that I had watched it the other day, and they were like, oh, stop talking about it. And I was like, it was great. It was such a good movie. I would watch it again. It
You
was
become
worth
such
the
a
hype.
parent.
Yeah, like once the adult in the room likes it, it's not cool anymore.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved it. I would watch it again.
6, 7.
It was, I hate you.
Six,
It was
seven.
it was different than, like, it's not
Well,
anime.
yeah,
It's not just an animated movie. Like, it's a
It's an experience.
Like the animation style was unique.
Yeah.
It felt anime, but it wasn't anime. Obviously, the music was top tier.
mhm.
The story was unique, which is
It was, and
unique for a
Unusual.
movie
it was like
nowadays.
obviously
It's not unusual.
geared towards children, duh. But it was enjoyable, in my opinion, enjoyable to adults in a different way that a lot of kids' animated movies are.
So we have a movie that's targeting kids that's enjoyable to adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not enjoyable, and like, I feel like a lot of kids' movies and a lot of animated movies that adults end up liking is
So
usually...
unlike Star Wars. Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, it's... I thought it was great. I thought it was very well done.
For
Episode
context
1.
here, I do have some facts about each film now that we're getting into the film categories. So I've actually done some tallies, rough tallies, because there's a bunch of award ceremonies throughout the year. So I've counted the number of wins that each of these films has across other award ceremonies so far this year. K-pop Demon Hunters is blowing the other animated films out of the water. Arco has 5 wins. Elio has 0. The character of Rain has 1 win. Zootopia 2 has 1 win. K-pop Demon Hunters has 72 wins.
Wow.
So,
Real close.
Yeah.
They're neck and neck right now.
or
Who
excuse
knows
me,
what's gonna
Zootopia 2
happen.
has 8 wins. I was looking at the wrong column. But yeah,
Really
72
catching
wins
up to
for-
K-pop Demon Hunters.
So Christian, you're the last one.
I mean, I guess I'd be stupid if I didn't say anything.
All right. Next up, we have animated short film. So we have Butterfly, Forever Green, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, and The Three Sisters.
All right, I'm going to be picking this one purely on vibes. Forever Green.
Forever Green, yeah. That one's kind of been hitting the film things for a few years now, so it's finally getting its proper release and Oscar nomination. So that might actually be my pick as well. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Forever Green.
I'm going to do The Girl Who Cried Pearls.
Okay.
Forever Green is the only one that I have seen anything about. So purely on that, I'm going to go with Forever Green.
Okay.
I think Retirement Plan just kind of resonated a little more with me right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say just from a resonation like time period thing, yeah.
Okay. Next category, we have International Feature Film.
Secret.
The nominees are
Agent,
The Secret Agent, the Brazilian entry. It Was Just an Accident from France. Sentimental Value from Norway. Surat. Is that how we're saying it?
Sarah.
From Spain.
Surat.
And the voice of Hendrajab
From Tunisia.
from Tunisia.
Going to say sentimental value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really wanted to say Secret Agent, but after watching Sentimental Value,
Yeah.
woo, man, Sentimental Value it is.
I would watch it again, which is a lot for the artsy type of film it was.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again. It was excellent.
Yeah, sentimental value. It's from Norway?
It was
Mhm.
just an accident.
It's mostly in
Bucking the trend.
Are you
not
dissenting?
English.
I am.
All right, next category. We have a documentary feature film. The nominees are The Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor. Holy crap, I watched these.
Oh.
Oh, God. They were depressing as hell, but they were so good.
Hold on. He forgot to mention he watched like 3 of these back to back to back on an airplane.
Woo! That was a hell of an airplane
He
ride.
came back and he was telling me about it and he was like, yeah, this was the synopsis for this one. It was awful. It was really great. And then there was this one. Oh man, I almost had to stop. It was terrible. It was great. And then there was this one and it just kept getting worse. Like these were not, I know they're documentaries. Ugh.
I'm not going to talk about all of them. I will talk about like my 2 favorites here. The Alabama Solution, obviously this actually hits close to home. It's about the corrupt and just awful conditions of the prison system here in Alabama. And the cool thing about this one is that a majority of the film is actually made with cell phone footage that you record over FaceTime from the prisoners in the prisons. And so they were using contraband phones and footage from inside the prisons to record this documentary. And they recorded some awful conditions in the prison system. And like, I've known for a long time the prisons here are awful because you're always hearing about people dying in these prisons. But this one really just illustrates how awful the prison system is. Like just guards killing prisoners for seemingly no reason. Just the amount of just unsanitary conditions. So documentary does a great job of illustrating all that. So that's a fantastic documentary. The Perfect Neighbor is going to be my pick because like 95% of this documentary is using body cam footage from police. So this is a real story. I think it was like back in 2023. It was about the case in Florida where a neighbor shot another neighbor through a closed door because she thought her life was in danger. And all the body cam footage, this documentary, is all of the times she called the police. And so it's like the events leading up to this tragic event. Like she just kept calling the police about these kids playing in the field across the street. She was just this old, angry white lady that just did not like kids playing outside. And so it's just all the police body cam footage just showed every time they showed up to her house. And it was all like really great quality body cam footage. Like it's not a hard watch as far as just the quality of it. It's like it's not like that grainy body cam footage. It is very well put together. But it's just the events leading up to the tragedy of this neighbor killing the parent in front of the kids. And the body cam footage even catches the dad having to tell the kids that their mom's dead. So it's horrible to watch, but it is fantastically put together. So that was the one that kind of like stuck with me the most. So my nomination is The Perfect Neighbor. What do you guys think?
That's what I'm also going with. Also, I'd like to point out, I didn't spill my drink on myself. My straw leaked, but now my shirt's wet. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Probably The Perfect Neighbor.
I'm going to go with the Alabama solution.
Yeah, that was going to be my pick until I watched The Perfect Neighbor.
Yeah.
Because that was also a very hard watch, but also very good.
Yeah, I a long time ago now, I did law enforcement and physical security. The people that I worked with at that organization, some of them came over from the prison system, and they told some stories about how life was and actually how the guards treated the prisoners and some of the things that the guards did sounded horrific.
Yeah.
So a lot of what happened here, it was not surprising in the Alabama solution, but still sobering.
Yeah.
And definitely needs to be seen.
I will also do the Alabama solution. Got to rep the hood.
All right, next up, a documentary short film. The nominees are All the Empty Rooms, Armed Only with the Camera, The Life and Death of Brent Renaud, Children No More, Were and Are Gone, The Devil is Busy, and Perfectly a Strangeness. I've unfortunately only seen one of these, but it was also a tearjerker. Holy crap. So I watched All the Empty Rooms, and this is like a 25-minute, 30-minute short film where an old CBS reporter that you've probably seen on TV because he's been doing it for a long time, he decided to partner up with a photographer to go to the homes and photograph and memorialize the bedrooms of kids that were killed in school shootings that were left untouched the day that they were killed. It's like some of these dated back years, and the parents just have not touched the room since their kids were killed. So they visited, I think, 3 or 4 bedrooms throughout this documentary, and it was about kids being killed in school shootings. So I also watched that in the plane.
Sounds very political. I picked that one as well.
All right.
Off the vibes, The Devil is Busy.
Nice.
That's also what I'm choosing.
I mean, it's still extremely relevant and poignant right now. All the Empty Rooms.
Nice.
Do you have a synopsis for Perfectly a Strangeness?
It looks like a scary movie.
I was going to say the poster's unsettling.
Scary. We're laughing, and it's about to be the most horrifying thing we've ever heard in our lives.
Perfectly a Strangeness. The synopsis is, in the dazzling incandescence, I'm proud of myself for saying that correctly.
Proud of you.
In the dazzling incandescence of an unknown desert, 3 donkeys discover an abandoned astronomical observatory and the universe, a sensorial cinematic exploration of what a story can be. That told me nothing.
That told me absolutely nothing, which means it's probably excellent.
Wait, it's about donkeys looking through a telescope?
Yeah.
And this is a documentary.
That is perfect strangeness. Yeah.
That's what I got. That's what I got for you.
And it's a documentary.
It's pronounced donkey.
Documentary.
Okay.
I'm trying to see understand what I'm looking at in that poster.
Probably a donkey
It's
eye.
a donkey eye, yeah.
Observing
I wonder
the
if it's like
universe.
Meerkat Manor.
Right. Yeah.
Donkeys in the desert.
All right, moving into live action short film, we have Butcher's Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and 2 people exchanging saliva.
Hate that name.
What's it about?
Okay.
That's blood. That's not saliva.
The People Exchanging Saliva is a 2024 French language short drama film. The synopsis is, in a society where kissing is punishable by death and people pay for things by receiving slaps to the face, and Jean, an unhappy woman, shops compulsively in a department store. There, she becomes fascinated by a playful salesgirl. Despite the prohibition of kissing, the two become close, raising the suspicions of a jealous colleague. I got nothing.
That
I'm
one.
going with two people exchanging saliva.
Yeah, that one.
I'm going with the singers.
Anything Jane Austen is probably going to win, so I'm just going to pick Jane Austen.
Love that.
Yes.
The nominees for costume design.
Thank God, real
They
category.
are Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners.
Does Avatar count?
That's what I was just about to say.
It's all digital. What costume do they use?
But
Mocaps?
I guess someone still had to design it, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not best costume manufacturing.
That's true. That's true.
Now, I will say, Sinners costume designer Ruth E. Carter became the most nominated black woman in Oscar history, earning her 5th Oscar nomination for Best Costume Design, after being recognized for Malcolm X all the way back in 1993, Amistad back in 1998, Black Panther in 2019, Black Panther Wakanda Forever in 2023, and now Sinners. In 2019, she became the first black person to win an Oscar for costume design on Black Panther.
Neat.
I'm going
Sinners.
Sinners. Yeah, me as well.
Yeah. And particularly, I'm thinking of the dance scene
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
where they set the roof on fire. And it's just that right there. That scene in of itself is enough for the costume design, but never mind the rest of the movie.
That scene could win every category of Oscar. That scene alone, like that is the whole movie.
And
is
they
fantastic, but-
literally, the roof was on fire, and I loved that.
Uh-huh.
The roof is on fire.
It was so good.
Picks.
I'm between Frankenstein and Hamnet.
I almost said Frankenstein as
I think
well.
I'm gonna go with Frankenstein.
Bold.
I will also go with Frankenstein.
All right, next category we have makeup and hairstyling. The nominees are Frankenstein, Kakuho,
Sure.
Kokohu,
Cool.
Koko. Okay, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister.
Wow.
Frankenstein. Jason says Frankenstein.
Did you hear him?
Jason says Frankenstein.
Josh also says Frankenstein.
I'm also saying Frankenstein.
I would almost say the Smashing Machine, because they never say Dwayne Johnson. I never would have known that was him.
That looks like Dwayne Johnson.
100%
Like-
thought that was Ryan Johnson.
Like I saw the previews and I was like, "Word." There's another huge human being
Word?
on the
Word?
planet.
Wife.
Kokomo.
Okay. Spreading the board there. I like it. The next category, visual effects. The nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash,
That one.
F1,
That one.
Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah. It's an Oscar-nominated film. The Lost Bus and Sinners. So, the standout here, because it's not in any other category, The Lost Bus.
Oh, sorry.
The Lost Bus
Visual
should be
effects?
a Best Picture nominate. That needs to be a Best Picture. Holy crap. So, I did not know this film was a thing. I also watched this on a plane ride a couple weeks ago. And yet again, about a true story. It was during the events of the 2018, I believe, wildfires in Paradise, California. And Matthew McConaughey plays a real-life bus driver who is tasked with getting, I think, 22 kids and their teacher out of the wildfires on his school bus, because he's a school bus driver. But, like, the fire that just surrounds them the entire film looks so freaking realistic. Like, I would not know that it was visual effects. Like, it looked like they went to a wildfire and just filmed all of it. But it was harrowing. I was crying on that plane. I was crying on, like, most of these plane rides a couple weeks ago.
Well, with all the uplifting things you watched.
Like, this one was heart-pounding. But visually, fire looked freaking realistic. I loved it. That's my vote. I know it's kind of like the odd man out here, but that's my vote.
I'm going to say Avatar. Those people deserve all the things.
Okay.
I'm also going to say Avatar.
Lame.
Concur with Avatar.
Lame.
Flames and dirt. Yeah.
Flames and dirt. He's
Fire
saying
and
Avatar.
Oh,
Well, at least we're sticking on theme of fire.
I guess.
I mean,
If that's your takeaway. All right, next category. Nominees for cinematography. We have Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
I'm saying Sinners.
I will
Yeah.
also be saying Sinners.
Sinners.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a movie-ass looking movie.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
It was. Again, also, not only just for how it looked, but the effect of Michael B. Jordan playing
Mhm.
himself or
Yeah.
playing a twin.
Which means all of that had to be very, very, very carefully thought out beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Were you
So,
going
yeah.
Sinners too?
Yes.
Across the board.
Fun fact about the nomination for Sinners. Sinners director of photography, Autumn Durald Arkapaw,
Sure.
What a
who
cool last name.
was the director of photography for Loki, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and The Last Showgirl, became the first woman of color nominated for cinematography and only the third woman ever nominated for this category.
Huh.
Next category, nominees for production design. They are Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Honestly, I'm going to go with Sinners again.
Hamnet.
Frankenstein had a lot going on.
See, that's my pick too.
Yeah.
I really,
But Sinners
I would
had a lot
not be.
more going on.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Like, that's actually a hard one. It's either Frankenstein or Sinners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, that's who I think should win. But
I'm still going with Hamnet.
Frankenstein.
Did you hurt yourself there?
I'm gonna say Sinners actually for the same reason Jason brought up last time. Is having to duplicate an actor
Yeah.
adds so much difficulty to literally production. So having to plan and coordinate everything around that is a hurdle that Frankenstein did not have to do.
So I think for me, the reason I didn't go with Sinners in the end was because most of the film was just in the barn and like, in fields. Like,
I mean,
far as,
I get
like,
it.
set pieces go, there wasn't a lot to it.
Sure.
I feel like Frankenstein had more set pieces that required effort.
Also true. A bigger job.
Yeah.
Maybe not as hard a job, but a bigger job.
All right, so we're kind of
Like I said, I won't be mad if either one of those win.
Nominees for original screenplay, we have Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Original screenplay. I mean,
Sinners.
yeah, Sinners.
Yeah.
Sinners.
Sentimental value.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Sentimental Value as well.
See, that's probably a good pick. All right, next up, we have adapted screenplay. So the nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams.
I didn't realize One Battle After Another was adapted.
Yeah, it's based on a book from like the 90s. Yeah.
I can see
Frankenstein.
that.
Go with
Yeah, Frankenstein.
Ooh, okay.
It's probably one of the better versions of an
Oh,
adaptation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Begonia.
See, I'm going Begonia too. It was weird, but
It hit that weird spot of my brain.
original score, the nominees
Yay.
are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners.
Sinners.
Sinners was so good.
Ludwig knows what's up, man. Everything
Right?
he does is a vibe.
This is the Mandalorian guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember when we were watching One Battle After Another, one of the first comments we made was, why is the piano doing that?
Yeah.
Like the whole time, it sounded like there were parts of it that sounded like the music that plays in Breath of the Wild when the Guardians come after you. Like it was just that weird tinkling piano that just didn't stop. And like, I guess it fit, but it was distracting in a way I don't want a score to be. Sinners.
Kind of like Begonia. Like it just
so weird.
fit in music to fit in music.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was just real, just like loud.
Like it didn't fit the vibe at all.
At all.
Yeah.
It was like the loading screen of a game.
All right, next category. We're getting near the end here. Nominees for original song. They are Dear Me from Diane Warren Relentless, Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters, I Lied to You from Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Joy from Viva Verdi, and Train Dreams from, you guessed it, Train Dreams.
Golden! Golden.
See, that was like my least favorite song from the film.
Yeah, but
But
it's in
it's
the
like-
Thanksgiving Day parade.
But it's like the most popular song of
Mm.
the last half of
So
last
many
year.
TikToks.
It is the
Yes,
one that kind of
so
got stuck in
many.
my head.
Yeah.
Golden. I mean, it's gonna be. Golden.
Yeah. Golden.
It's impressive the range of that singer.
It is.
Yeah. I think they are performing this song live at the Oscars. So.
Oh,
That would make
Which
sense.
means they're not.
Is that very telling?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually the way it
No,
works.
no, that's not true because they performed that RRR song. And
That's
they actually
true.
Won.
That is true.
They did.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
RRR.
Golden becomes the first K-pop song in history to receive an Oscar nomination. Since its release, the movie has already earned 2 Golden Globes and became the most viewed movie of all time on Netflix. So it's going to be golden.
Ah.
I didn't really set that up to be a joke, but all right.
Well, you should have. It worked.
Nominees for sound. They are F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Surat. So I think this might be where F1 gets something.
Stands out, yeah.
like
Yep. I'm gonna go with F1 on this one.
I don't
Yeah, that's my pity vote.
I don't think of sound when I think of these films, but sound definitely with F1.
I don't know.
I'm going with Surat.
Okay.
It just looks like it has good sound.
Mhm. It looks very cavernous.
There's resonance in the
Uh-huh.
sound.
Yeah.
Reverb.
It engages the low end.
Bass.
Sinners.
Oh, Sinners for sound.
You're just going for the sweep, huh?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, the all of F1 is just meow, meow, meow,
But
That's
was
it.
it? But was it good? Meow, meow, meow. Was it good or was it bad? You know.
Some of the best
It was
meows I've
effective.
ever heard.
I mean,
Thank you for the intro.
how was the Doppler? How was the Doppler? I mean,
All right, winding down here, we have nominees for casting. So this is a brand new category for the Oscars. This
like
is
they need any more.
wow.
Yeah, I was just saying, man, I wish the Oscars was longer.
This is the first new category since Best Animated Feature was added in 2002. I cannot believe Best Animated Feature was only introduced in 2002. Like, all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
before then, we just considered them real movies.
Nominees for Best Casting. The first nominees ever. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners.
Okay, this one I will actually give to One Battle After Another.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good point.
Hmm.
Kind of stacked.
Because I was kind of thinking Sinners, but
I'm gonna go. With
I mean, if
One
it's
Battle
not One Battle After Another, it's Sinners.
yeah, it's between those two.
I'm going with Sinners.
I'm going One Battle After
I
Another.
guess it was kind of unfair that most of the cast was the same guy.
that is.
Yeah, it's actually terrible casting. They got lazy right at the beginning of it.
Wouldn't
See,
even
I-
hire
I
a
thought-
second main actor.
I thought it was audacious that they did that. I thought it was like bold. So
Yeah, I originally was gonna say Sinners. I'm changing it to One Battle After Another.
I mean, thinking about the characters that these people played,
Yeah.
which is another way to say the casting, One Battle After Another, like every person that was cast in their role fit it perfectly.
Did you have one? Did you pick?
No, I did not pick One Battle. Yeah.
Nominees for film editing. They are F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
Sinners.
Wow.
I was not bored for 1 second in that movie.
I'm gonna go with F1 on this one.
See, I was going F1 as well.
Yeah, they had to change the frame rate.
Yeah.
So it could go into a movie. That's right. Sinners.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still saying
He's
Sinners.
talking about one movie, but then selects
You're right. That is really impressive.
Never
so
let
anyway,
them know your next move.
All right. The final two categories here. Nominees for directing. They
Ooh.
are Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh
Safdie.
Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinner.
I'm going with Sinners. Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Coogler as well.
I'm gonna go with Sentimental Value.
Okay.
Chloe Zhao.
I'm actually going with Paul Thomas Anderson because he's actually kind of been sweeping this category. at all the other award ceremonies. So I think it might carry it through. So we're all over the board in this one. We have one pick for each for each film.
Nobody picked Marty Supreme.
Oh, you're right. You had 2 for Sinners. Marty Supreme sucks. No, I'm just all right. Last category. We have Best Picture. So the nominees yet again are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
Entirely too many movies.
I think we can all say it on 3. I don't know.
There is the favorite, the obvious favorite.
Yeah.
So I really, really liked Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
But Sinners was an experience.
Yeah.
It's so different. than
Yeah.
everything else.
And I think that's what makes a movie special is when it's not just a movie, but it's something that you feel while you're sitting in there in the theater or while you're watching it. And it did that in some ways that I have not experienced a movie in a long time. I think the last time might have been Everything Everywhere All at Once. So to that end, I have to pick Sinners. Like, again, I really like Frankenstein, but Sinners was an experience.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
again, just for the multi-generational dance scene by itself would have been enough. But everything around it was also pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All Around It.
Nicely done.
I'm going with Sinners. It was, I mean, exactly what Jason said. It was unlike anything I've seen. Story-wise, everything. It was great. Sinners.
Yeah, I would say off the, like, just the cinematography alone, that the whole thing. Sinners.
Okay.
Mhm.
You're going to be the odd man out, aren't you?
Always.
Now I'll say Sinner.
Proud of you.
Universal pick there. I will say, yet again, I was counting all the other wins from this year. Sinners has nearly 300 wins so far this year. One Battle After Another has 241. Everything else is pretty far behind. But I will say, the Best Picture winner, there tends like 50-50. It's usually like a surprise. Like there's always like the favorite, and that one usually only wins half the time. So I will say, if that's the case here, and the favorite, which is Sinners, doesn't win, I think Sentimental Value does.
All right.
That was my second
I can agree
choice.
with that.
Yeah. Because like a couple of these don't even belong. But I feel like as far as just heartfelt movies, great story, great acting, the whole shebang, I think Sentimental Value kind of has the whole package. So that's my sentimental favorite.
Nice.
So I will go
Very good.
Sinners.
Okay.
All right. So
So that's it.
that is it.
All right.
All right, well, that gets us through all of the award categories for the 98th Annual Academy Awards that are airing on Sunday, March 15th. Once that happens, we'll probably do a follow-up here just to see how many of our predictions we got right. And I think we're going to get most of them right this year. Because I don't think we got nearly like 50% of them right last year.
No.
Oh, no, yeah, it was.
All we had to do was pick Sinners, and we got it.
Maybe.
So
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. So stay tuned for a few weeks from now to see how we did. And also, before the Oscars air, leave your predictions down in the comments. Let us know what your favorite films of the year were and what you think are going to win at this year's Oscars. And all that said, if you have not already, please subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. Leave a like in this video. Leave your comments down below. Yet again, your Oscar predictions for this year. And please share us with your friends and family over on social media. That goes a long way into supporting this channel. And don't forget, we have a shop. Shop.eatsleepnerd.com, where you can buy a whole bunch of t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, mugs, hats, totes, merch that supports this channel. All of the proceeds go to just supporting what we do, and we appreciate that very much. And also, if you are local to Huntsville, don't forget, next month in April, we will be at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. All right. Stay tuned. We have a couple episodes coming out that will be covering that in the near future, and possibly interviewing the man behind the entire thing. So, Jeremy holding you to that. And Jason, nice to have you back. 3 things nerds should be doing before they go watch all of these Oscar films.
Clear your calendar. No, clearly you need to eat, sleep, and nerd.
Take it easy, people.